Oh, hello again. We keep on exploring what's happening in our booth at Superbooth with Ask.Audio, and basically I've just made a sequence on the guitar, and basically the really new stuff that we're introducing here at Superbooth is the modules that can actually process sound. So what we have here is a complete system and another one here, and both of them are like analog sound processing modular systems. You can see it's mounted on a microphone stand, so there is a classic microphone stand insert. So that's kind of the idea behind like these systems, so you can like have them on stage on a stand. So this is the small one, it's called Bobek. It runs about 650 euros without tax as a complete system. And then the larger one is called Bob, and basically it has like more space, more modulation sources, and also like foot controls. So you can use things like expression pedals to control the sound. And the new modules, if we can have a look, this one is called Hendrickson. It's basically input-output module, so you can like plug your guitar here and then go to a speaker from the output, or you can use it to interface with stomp boxes. So basically, if I turn on this fuzz, then on the module I have drive at mix. So that's adding the fuzz. And the trick about this module that the drive at mix is CV controllable. So if I plug a CV here, it takes the LFO and adds the amount of the fuzz with the LFO, or maybe just of this reverb. So that's the Hendrickson. Then the next module I want to show is called Tremse, and in a nutshell, it's an analog downsampler. So you can make these like nice downsampling effect. So the interesting thing about this module is that it's fully analog circuit, and it does really like digital sounding stuff with your signal. And basically there is a triangle core VCO which tracks volt per octave, so you can do the downsampling effect that tracks with the pitch of your oscillator. And then there is a comparator and sample and hold in there. So basically these are like three basic modules, and you can all of them you can use them separately, or they're like comboed in this module, so it's very easy to do the downsampling effects. And the last module we're showing here is called Dynamo, and basically it's a dynamics analyzer. So there is an envelope follower which is now like moving the filter, which makes this kind of like autowach effect. But what's really interesting about this module is that there is also a comparator which can extract a gate signal from the signal, and the same threshold as for the comparator is used as a threshold for a compressor curve CV. So basically, if you take this CV and plug it into the input or the modulation input of your VCA, once the signal goes over the threshold, it puts a bit of negative voltage to lower the volume in your VCA, so that makes the compressor effect. And the great thing is that you can use any VCA to make a compressor, like a tube VCA or vectoral VCA or anything. VCF, just do whatever we want, you have the compressor curve. And then the next trick about the Dynamo is the voltage controlled switch section, which, and now I'm going really nerdy and techy, it can do what I called a fake through zero modulation. So if you are like doing modulation between oscillators, the modulated oscillator, when the signal of the modulating oscillator goes negative, the modulated oscillator kind of ignores it. So what you can do with this module is that first you make sure that the modulating signal never goes negative, but then if the signal kind of goes negative in real, you have the comparator to detect it, and then it triggers the voltage controlled switch. And so in the negative part of the modulation, the signal of the modulated oscillator can be inverted, or it can be different waveform, or you can decide what it does. So you can make really interesting, weird and new like through zero modulation effects. And the really cool thing is that you can also adjust the zero crossing point of that modulation with CV, of course, and that's awesome. So yeah, and all these three modules are do cost like 109 euros without tax, and we'll be shipping the first units in June, early June. Also, the complete systems will be shipped in June. Another update we have here is on our like flagship modular system called Rumburak, and we updated it with the new modules. So there is Tromso, there is the popcorn sequencer, there is the output module, and that one is about like 2,500 euros without tax.